Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. We're going to go over talking about knee flex in the downswing and how do we know we're knee flexing properly in the downswing. Well, we've talked about and we know that the trail leg has to loose flex and straighten in the backswing to make a proper backswing turn. Therefore, when we make the downswing, the trail leg should regain its flex in the downswing turn. Whether it's via just torquing the trail foot or you're squatting and rotating, whatever it may be, even if you just think about turning without any squatting and rotating, that trail leg should regain flex. Your legs in a good golf swing should change flex in the backswing, into the downswing, into the follow through. The leg will change flex, but how do we know whether or not we're changing it properly or not? Well, one key thing to look at is this. Talking about the downswing only in this video, if we let our knees regain flex, the trail leg especially in the downswing, but the common issue is going to the toes or pulling down, that brings the knees forward towards the toes. We don't want that. You can see when that happens, my knees gain flex towards the toes, even past the toes. If I were to draw a line straight up my toes, up as if there was an imaginary wall there, we don't want the knees to ever touch or pass this wall, as you can see. The more I go into my toes, the more I touch that wall, which I don't want. How we regain flex in the downswing with that trail leg, we should be pushing the butt back, as we mentioned, to help us not early extend. And by doing so, that trail leg regains flex, but does not pass that wall. It's almost like if I were to do a squat, let's say, a very shallow squat, you can see my knees should not be passing those toes because I'm squatting into my heel side of my feet. I'm engaging my hamstrings and my butt stays back. I do not want to squat into my toes. You can see when I do that, I put strain in my knees, my heel lifts up. I never want that to happen. So in the same thing with the golf swing, we want to feel like the butt goes back as we squat back, okay? Even if the intent is to not squat and rotate, your leg should regain flex. And by regaining flex in the downswing, that trail leg regaining flex should never pass the toe line or the toe wall. Let's just call it the toe wall. We don't want the knees to ever hit that toe wall in transition or even pass the toe wall into the ball. A lot of times I see people when they do this, they may be okay for the first half, then they collapse into the toes and they start shanking it or other things happen. We don't want that. We want to make sure as we make the downswing, the knees regain flex but stay inside this toe wall, and as we push back up and rotate, the knees again are moving away from that toe wall. So I'll do a bad one and a good one. A bad one would be me doing this. I regain flex into my toes. Bad things happen, okay? Now, I'm going to try to do it proper way now, where I regain flex away from that toe wall. And you can see when you compare to both swings of how the legs work, it's pretty obvious that one goes this way, I early extend, I go into my toes. The other goes the opposite way, where I maintain inclination and engage the right parts of my body to help me react in the downswing and beyond. So hope that makes sense. Watch how your knees are regaining flex in the downswing. Make sure your knees are not moving towards that toe wall, to that toe line. We don't want that to happen, okay? So look at that. If you check yourself on video, any questions, leave it in the comments below and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.